Welcome back. You've got Coach B and Tori here today, you guys. We're doing upper body, and we've got 8 different exercises. We're giving you 12 reps for 30 minutes. You're doing an AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. I'm giving you the option of 12 reps, but if your weight is too heavy or too light, do as many as you can, and then figure out what that rep is going to be for the first round, and maybe try to add to it or go down every round. So if you start with 12 and you need to do 10, the next round do 10. If you need to do 8, the next round do 8. Do what you need to do, take some ownership, and get the most out of this. So 8 exercises. Grab your dumbbells. If you have a band, that might be a possibility because we're doing some lateral steps. So have that by close by if you want. But we're starting out with bent arms into external rotation and then squat. So hip width apart. Bend those arms kind of like an L. You're coming up like a fly. Back down. Remember that external rotation we did last week? Put your legs wherever you need them. Oh, yep, and then add that squat. Thanks, Tori. No problem. Fly, external. And then notice we bring our weights up for that squat, but you're more than welcome to drop them for that squat. Make sure that core is tight, that back side is tight. And you're in control of that move, feeling very stable with what you're doing. Make sure your squat is perfect. Hip width apart with those legs and your butt's going back. Next is alternating lunge into a tricep extension. Option with one weight. You can hold it like this or like this. We're lunging, ideally, there you go. Keeping that weight above if you'd like. Remember lunge, making sure that that back leg goes down. Notice that weight's going behind my head. And notice my front knee is not going over my toe. Lunge, alternating legs into tricep extension. Bicep curls into lateral locks. This is where you can add in that band, put them on your legs if you'd like. So we're kind of dipping back a little bit, staying low. I'm gonna make my hammer curls. Curl, side step. You can even leave them up here, side step. Figure this one out, whatever feels a little more comfortable for you. And then go with it, whatever rhythm you can get. Tricep dips into crab kicks, Tori. Last week we did tricep dips and I showed them to you on the floor. That's the option for this as well. So you can keep your bottom low or high, but you are bending those elbows for that dip and then kick, kick. This is another option to keep your band on if you'd like. And you can keep your legs open a little bit for that resistance. Make sure that core is tight, making sure you're really feeling that in those triceps in the back of those arms. Next, we've got single arm Arnold press. 2 options. You can alternate. We'll have Tori alternate, or you can do all on one side. Curl and press. The arm stays here and press. That wrist rotates, facing in and out. And you'll do either alternating all 12 or you'll do 6 on one side and 6 on the other. Tori, next are shoulder bombs. We introduced these to you last week. Your wrists are facing out. Hip width apart, you can be seated or sitting on the floor, in a chair or on the floor. And just nice and slow, bringing those arms all the way up in a big circle. Keep that core tight and that backside tight. You could also wear the band for this if you'd like, so you get a little more out of those glutes today. And remember how we breathe when we lift our weights. In through our nose, out through our mouth, you guys. Push-ups, narrow to wide. Our normal push-ups, keeping them narrow, keeping those elbows close to that body. On your toes or on your knees, narrow. And then I want your arms to come out wide. And then make sure you have that perfect plank as you go down. Option to always be on your knees for that as well. And then the last but not least, we have tricep kickbacks. Kickbacks, you're hinging at the hips, pushing that bottom back. The further down you go, the harder it is because you're against gravity. You can always come up here, but chest out and just kick them back and hold them and come forward a little bit. Back and forward. I personally don't like adding in that curl. I like to just kick them back and hold them and get the most. But you can bring that curl in too, but make it more about the triceps. So don't swing. Don't let that momentum keep you going. Strict and controlled. All right, you guys, 30 minutes with that. Thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, let us know. I hope you have a wonderful workout. Thank you, Tori.